and avoidance of another object in collision detection 1. And in collision detection 2, we are looking for, if you click on the screen, where you click is it matching any of the object on the screen, such as bubble 1 or bubble 2. So on this one, we are going to change this to the collision to mouse X and mouse Y. So we will set this for a bit. So mouse X, mouse Y. So when I click on the screen, I will receive the mouse coordinate from the screen. So here in the game screen, I'm going to pass an event, a click event, and this event, I'm going to pass the event coordinate, the click event X coordinate and click events Y coordinate. And I want to see if this current given X and Y matches any of, if you look at here, so if I like click here, as you see, is it going to match any of these bubbles, right? So in this one, we are going to change mouse X, mouse Y, right? So we want to see if this is B1 collides. So we said this was that we passed was two different X coordinates. Now we want to see wherever you click on the screen, if it matches the bubble 1. So in order to understand if it matches bubble 1, we are going to look at the mouse coordinate that is in the bubble 1, so which is on this one here, right? So right now you click with the mouse and I have the coordinate. It needs to be, the mouse X should be greater than X coordinate, and then it should be less than X plus size. And then also mouse Y should be less than, mouse Y should be greater than Y, so that if it's less, it's outside, it should be greater, but then it should be less than size. So we can use this as a guide, right? We are gonna say mouse X, this is for collision 1. So the current X1 is less than equal to mouse X, right? Mouse X is greater, and mouse X is gonna be less than x1 plus size 1. And we are not done because we have now y coordinate. The y coordinate needs to match too. So we are going to continue this AND statement. So we are going to, we did only the x coordinates, another AND statement. We are going to do if y1 is greater equal to, right? Y1 has to be, y1 has to be, sorry, less than equal to mouse y, and then it should be, and then mouse y should be less than equal to the y1 plus size, right? So size 1. So this is the block. So here is the coordinate. We are looking for x1 will be less than mouse x. Mouse x will be greater than size. So write in the x coordinate, or you click right in the y coordinate that you are exactly matching the B1 collision. And we will do the same thing for B2. So if any is clicked, we are going to disappear them, right? So this is the x1. We can do it here. And then see the repetition in the code. So this is for x2, mouse x, x2, size 2. Why are we showing this here? For us to realize that when we get a list, this is, we can see the similarities and we can just change them in a loop, right? It's, if it is here, x1, y1, mouse x same, mouse x is same, x2, size 1, size 2, y1, y2, and then y2, size 2, right? So what do we want to do? If it is, let's do this. So if it's B1 collides, right? Then we are going to actually delete element, and we are going to remove bubble 1 from the screen. And else, we can, instead of like else, because we have other screen click element, B1 doesn't collide, doesn't mean B2 collides. So we want to do the same thing for B2 collides. So we are going to delete the bubble 2 in the bubble 2 collides. So then we are going to remove the bubble. Okay. So reset, run. So if I click, nothing happens, they move. But if I click, it's run, and I still continue moving this element, and it clicks and it disappears. So one more time, I click on the screen, they move, but then I click on 2, it disappears. And then as you see, there's an error here because as I deleted the bubble 1, right? The bubble 1, but I am moving in this speed. You see, bubble 1 is erased, right? And then I'm still moving this. So this is to think about for our bubble project. Once we remove an element from the screen, we should not use them, right? We need to use or design our program so that when I remove an element, this element shouldn't be in the criteria. So how do we fix this? Like, how can we make this more efficient, right? One recommendation is using X and Y as a list. So you can take this whole and change this, right, X to a list of 50 and comma 200. And you can erase X2 from there, and then you can do a Y here, and then you can create this list 70 and 70 for now. And you can delete this one, size as in a list, and you can use the same size for both of them, or you can change it for this one. And then size 2 you erase, and speed x, and you can put 5 and -5 at the beginning, and you can use speed y to also move them according to y coordinate. Right, so it's gonna be, let's say, 2 and 0. Or actually, we don't want to move in y coordinates, so let's just make 0, 0 for both of them. So now we have a list, right? We want to have also the list that holds the screen bubbles. So bubbles will have a blank at the beginning, and what we can do is bubbles here, var bubbles is a list. And inside these bubbles, you see the image IDs. These image IDs can go to the bubbles list here, bubble 1, comma, bubble 2, and I have 2 bubbles that is in bubbles list, and we are going to use this to show. Right now, do you see this repetition? We can just use a for loop for var I equals to 0 and I less than how many elements on the screen, bubbles dot length, and I plus plus, and we want to show the set position inside here. So instead of bubble this, we are just gonna use the bubbles list. So bubbles bracket I, like current bubbles element, which is bubble 1, and show x bracket I, x0, show y0, and size and size. So we are building towards our bubble game. We just show these one and we remove this, right? Now, reset run, we should be able to see this bubbles that is placed on the screen. And now what I need to do is move these elements as I mouse speed, right? Like this is again a repetition. And we want to only move the elements because when we delete the bubble, we don't want this bubble to show. So we are going to say for same list, only show the bubbles that are on the screen in my list. So here, for bubbles.length, and we are going to call the collision, but we are going to move this only here, right? So we want to put xi is going to be xi plus speed xi, and then we are going to put yi, so move yi should be yi speed yi. So we could move now, it should not move in y coordinate because y is 0, but it should still move in the x coordinate, and it's going to only use the bubbles I. So instead of like repeating this, we say one more line, and we are going to use the same set position that we used before. So it's, you see, it's comfort for you to repeat the same code that you did right above. So here I will move the screen as it goes in the bubble, then detect collision. What do I do with detect collision? Now X is an array, so I need to find the collision in the array and delete that bubble from the bubbles list. So here I could do the same for loop in the bubbles list, right? So we are only gonna look at the bubbles length of this, and we need to look at the bubbles length, so which is bubbles 1 and bubbles 2, and we actually want to, this, since this is mouse X, let's use the X length. So let's move to X length. Because we are going to compare the X and Y's. And okay, here, reset. All right. Refresh. Okay, so it was a little wait time. It's already 11 minutes. Let's finish before 15 minutes. So we are going to iterate on this, right? We are going to say var b collide. So we don't know which bubble that is, right? We know which bubble b collide, just a random name. And we are going to, instead of x, y size 1, we are just going to say xi, the current x, right? Then mouse x is a variable that is passed. Mouse x is a variable that's passed, and this is a list. Xi size I, and then we are going to do the same thing for the other one. And mouse y is a variable, and mouse y bracket, same thing for the size. Okay, so now we find, we are going to remove this one. So if we find first the collision, which whatever the current element is, hey, is the 0 to 1 is the bubble? Yeah. So what we want to do, if that is a collision, right, we want to delete that element, but we also want to delete it from the current one too. So here we are going to delete if B collides, which is true, means there's a we detect a collision now. We are going to remove the bubbles I, right? That's in the bubbles I, right? And that is going to be bubble 1. And bubble 1 has x0, y0, size 0, this 0, and then we are going to remove that bubbles I from the list. But then we remove this element, doesn't mean it's removed from bubbles. So I want to actually show that, and then I will show you what to do next. So let's just test this. We have a collision, and we delete that element from bubbles I. Like it's deletes the screen, but still bubbles I will have this element. So run this one, and we have a single bubble and another bubble, and now they are moving across, right? I click on this bubble and it removes, but I want to show you now. So what is in x coordinate? We have still 2 elements, y coordinate 2 elements, bubbles has still 2 elements, but the element bubble 1 is removed from the screen. What do we need to do? We need to remove all of them, right? We need to remove bubbles 0, we need to remove x0, we need to remove y0, and then instead of increasing our I here, we need to keep the I down because we removed elements. So what delete, a lot of delete operation here, right? We delete the bubbles I, then we will remove element, remove item. So from bubbles list, we are going to remove item I, and we are going to remove from x, y, and all the properties. So we are going to remove from x coordinate the I, the 0th element. We are going to move from y coordinate to I and size the coordinate I, because we are checking this in here. And then now we should not have, and then after we have a collision, we have to reduce the I too, because now we have only one element. So it should never, and then break it, right? Break it. Actually, no, like we just remove all and break so we don't continue, right? So the collision, reset, run. So now look at this, right? So I click, they move. I click on this one. Let's remove all of them. So now it should be, bubbles should have only one element, which is bubble 1. X has one element, Y is one element, size is one element. Wonderful. If I click on this one now, look, it's all empty. It's perfect, right? So we detected a collision, we remove the element, and once we find it, we can right now, right? So we can add a score, and we could say, like, anytime before you remove, you can say score, because you just increase the score. So I can say like score equals to 0, and I could, after I increase the score, I can say set text and total score to score here to show that I clicked on the right one. So in the collision, reset, run, any element, though it doesn't right now abstraction, we choose any one that matches in the current X length, right? So here I click on, and it's not, but then I click on this one, perfect, this one, perfect. So how do we use this in our game plan? We will apply that in collision detection theory.